Hey guys, Eli back. Today I'm going to be talking about what might be the most hated company by Nintendo fans. Of course, I'm talking about EA. After the Switch was first revealed last year, Nintendo showed off a screen with all the companies slated to support the new home console. For a little while, it seemed like there was hope that the Switch would not copy the mistakes of its predecessor. Featuring Bethesda, Take-Two, and other notable industry publishers, some believed that Nintendo had decided to build a large third-party support with its new console. After Nintendo revealed the Nintendo Switch last week, this hope largely dissipated. What began as an unprecedented partnership with Nintendo in the Wii U era, and ultimately led to just 4 games released on the platform, EA's support for Nintendo came crashing to a new low with the Nintendo Switch. There is a total of 1 game from the publisher in the development for Switch. 1. Now, to be fair, EA's title FIFA is one of its biggest properties, and easily its biggest sports property. Across PS4, Xbox One, PS3, 360, and PC, each year the franchise sells nearly 20 million units. The franchise is so popular that FIFA 14 still launched on the PS2 in 2013, and the PS4 the year it launched. If any of EA's franchises could sell on the Switch, it surely could be FIFA. However, since its initial announcement, there has been even more bad news for Nintendo fans. According to one rumor, which has since been kind of debunked, the Switch version of the FIFA will not be based off current generation version of the game, but the 360 and PS3 version. This may not necessarily be true. Recently, an EA exec said that this game would be built up from the ground up for the Switch. But we don't really know what that means, and in all likelihood, it probably won't be as good as PS4 and Xbox One, just because historically EA games have not been as good on Nintendo consoles as their competitive rival platforms. After this rumor came out, many fans were screaming. They claimed that EA simply hated Nintendo and they wanted the company to fail. They berated the company for only bringing over a single game. They mocked the company for its futile attempt at building bridges with Nintendo fans. What all these fans failed to realize, however, is that it's not EA's job to sell the Nintendo Switch, it's Nintendo's job. As it stands, EA makes hundreds of millions of dollars selling this game on other platforms. When EA invested in the Wii U, the company made little return, which is why it ceased development for the console. As it stands now, EA has little to gain from porting its games in high PS4 Xbox One quality to the console. Nintendo, meanwhile, has a lot to gain off game parity with other consoles. Perhaps it may not seem like it, but Nintendo could surely benefit from having an image of third-party games on our system. Instead, the Switch image stands as the Nintendo console, JRPG console, or console without any third-party support. Nintendo has far more to gain from third-party partnerships than the other way around. EA will continue to sell millions of copies of its title with or without Nintendo. Just think about it. Imagine you're the CEO of a game publisher. It would cost millions of dollars to make a port for the Switch, and it likely won't make a profit. Would you want to risk development of that title, or would you prefer to keep it safe with releases on already established platforms? I would surely choose the latter option. Why would I ever choose to willingly put risk into a console when I do not have to? As for the underperformance of FIFA on the Switch, it may not even be EA's fault in the first place. We already know that the Switch is demonstrably worse than the PS4 and Xbox One in terms of specs. Perhaps direct ports of those versions could not even run on the Switch in the first place. Perhaps it would cost substantially more to optimize more powerful versions of the game on a less powerful console. Either way, EA has little reason to spend more money to port a current version of a game if there is little evidence it would perform well. In the end, EA is just acting as a regular business trying to keep its profit margins up. It's not EA's job, or any third-party company for that matter, to make sure Nintendo consoles succeed. From the looks of it, the majority of third parties can do just fine without sales on a Nintendo platform. Perhaps in the future, instead of bringing EA down for its economically based decisions, we can bring Nintendo up to speed on the importance of third parties, or lack thereof. Thanks to everyone for watching, I really appreciate it. Feel free to follow, like, and share, and we'll see you guys next time.